Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to this week's Plan With Me video. So this week we are doing a memory plan for the week of August 2nd through to August 8th. And the gorgeous kit that I'm currently showing you right now is from Wednesday Planning. It is actually a store that was owned by my lovely friend Emily, but has unfortunately closed. And this particular kit, this is the second time I'm using it. I did use the first version of the kit back in, I believe, 2020, maybe even 2019. But when Emily announced that she was closing her store, because I loved the kit so much, I decided that I would buy a second version, particularly because it had been reformatted, and figured that I would use it again at a later date. And voila, we are here. I'm using the kit again. I just think that the artwork is really beautiful. And I thought that for this particular week, because we're in that sort of period where we're still in winter, the weather's still a little bit cold and blue, and we're waiting on summer, maybe even spring. I prefer spring. I wait on spring, but some people are waiting on summer here in Australia. So I thought that this kit would be the perfect sort of color palette to use for what is essentially nearly the end of winter. And I tried to be a little bit different with this kit. So when I was planning, I tried to use a different style of planning because, as you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I tend to plan everything the same way. So, even down to the way that I, do my sidebar and my washi and my date headers and things like that. I'm very, very predictable in that regard. And I tend to place my full boxes in the same places. You guys know that top left-hand corner, I have a bit of a habit going at the moment where I'm placing a page flag and the month script. So I'm a bit of a creature of habit. So I decided that I would try and be adventurous with this spread. So because of the color scheme, because there is these different shades of like a deep royal blue, there's royal purples, there's like teal, there's black, different shades of purple. I thought, you know what, let's make things interesting. And I remember when I used this kit the first time, I actually used a blue wiggle from Scribble Prints Co. I bought in some icons and things like that from that kit. From that wiggle. Unfortunately, I only had one of those wiggles, so I didn't have a lot to work with, but I thought that I would try and bring in bits of that blue wiggle where I could with this spread, because again, I didn't have much left and it made sense to try and use it again with this spread. And then as I was sort of laying down my base, I remembered that I had purchased the beautiful metallic purple foiled washi, and I put that down and I liked the look of that. And then I also remembered that I had some like shattered blue headers from Stella Bow Sticker Co. And because of there's not a lot of it, but you will see when I start to lay down the full boxes, particularly in like Alice's dress, you will see that there is a pop of this beautiful, I'm going to say royal blue, but it's not necessarily a royal blue. It's kind of like an ocean blue, I guess. Kind of like I don't know what you would compare it to. But it's a very beautiful blue, and the shattered glass headers that I had matched that color perfectly. And I'm like, why not bring those headers in? Because the colorway matches absolutely perfectly with the colors in the kit. So you will see shortly that I do decide on those, and what I do is I go ahead and put the shattered headers at the top to kind of, I guess, segment off the top of the spread, and then I do actually place another one on top of the full box. Depending on where I place it, I put a header over the top of it. I'm not sure whether maybe I should have just left it with the top headers only, because now that I'm looking at it, it is a very different blue, and I feel like maybe I used a little bit too much blue, but jury's still out. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but you'll see I'm starting to lay those down now, and they are absolutely gorgeous. But I feel like maybe when I did this spread, I should have either stuck to the purple or the blue and maybe not even used both, just one or the other. But it is what it is. It is done now. I'm not going to change it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So there is that. So I'm just laying down the headers. Now the date dots that I used with this kit, I did actually use some Planner Face black and white date dots. Unusual for me because usually I would use foiled date dots, but I decided again to do something a little bit different. You will also see that I put my usual page flag and script in the top left-hand corner as I briefly fluffed over before. And then again, you will see the Simply Gilded purple washi tape brought into the sidebar again, just to kind of tie things in a bit. And in terms of the foundations, that's pretty much all that I've used. When we get into the sidebar, you will see that as per usual, I do go ahead and mark the usual things. So I put in my social media for that week. I put in like a little like to note or important thing in a half box in the sidebar. And then this particular kit, because it is an older style, I didn't have the ability to bring in an extra box because the kit only came with 8 full boxes. So I went ahead and used a checklist, which again, if you are new here, hello and welcome. But if you are new here, I tend to use 2 full boxes in the sidebar and then a box for each day of the week. So obviously with 8, that gives me just enough for the week and for the top left of my sidebar. So I had to improvise. So when that happens, on the very rare occasion, I will generally put like a little checklist in the sidebar and put down some notable things. So maybe like some happy memories or important things that happened during the week. And that is what I did this week. So I just put down a little things header. And then I just marked in, some key things that sort of happened that week. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you will see with my full boxes, there's no real rhyme or reason as to where I've placed them. Normally I place them like within the boxes. So I'll do, like middle box, bottom box, top box, middle box, so on and so forth. But again, we're trying to be bold, we're trying to be different, we're trying to be adventurous. So I kind of just went and scattered them first. And then, as I said, I will go ahead and put a shattered blue header above each of the full boxes, just to sort of, I guess, section it off again. I don't know why. I feel like I just like having a header at the top of my box. I don't know why I do that. That's just something that's sort of been ingrained in my planning style since the beginning. I remember back when I used to use like the to-do and today headers, and I don't think I could ever do that again because I don't know. I prefer to plan with just regular headers or like glitter headers, or that way they're flexible and you can kind of put them wherever you want, however you want. I just feel like when you see people place down like a full box and then above it it's got a to-do header, it kind of, I don't know, it just seems weird to me. Or if you like put things above a full box and then you put a header above your full box that says today, and it's kind of like, well, today starts at the beginning of the day and you've already put plans above your full box, so shouldn't a today header be at the top and shouldn't things be consecutive? But that's just my brain and that's how I work when I plan. I'm a little bit weird, if you want to say that. But yeah, I'm a little bit methodical in that regard, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into things. So first things first, on Monday, when we eventually get there, because I know that I'm going to talk and talk and talk and digress, and then we're going to lose time, and you all know how it goes. But the first thing that I marked in on Monday was Coffee Monday, and I've just popped that in a little half box with a Sticker Thief coffee mug. This particular week, I had decided to mark working from home with a work from home script from Planner Face, and I have paired that with a fox and cactus girl on a computer. And I just thought that was fitting because her hair is like black and blue, and I've had these fox and cactus girls for a while now, and I tend to try to color match my icons and characters to the color of the spread, just so that I'm a bit more rotational in what I'm using each week. And I just thought the Fox and Cactus Girls fit perfectly with this spread. So that's what I've done, and I kind of just layer that work from home script from Planner Face over the top. But I think you'll see me do that a little bit later on in the piece. And here we go, just laying in those headers and reorganizing things a little bit. So yes, on Monday we marked working from home. And then because of the style of this kit and the format of the full boxes, you will see that there is a full box on Monday and a full box on Friday that has like space where you can either put like a quote or you can use it functionally or however you wish. So I decided to utilize them and mark things in them and I put them on those days particularly because I know that generally Monday is busy for me and generally Friday is busy for me. So by having those boxes on those days, it just frees up a little bit of extra planning space. So in the full box on Monday, I go ahead and I utilize the full box and I put a cute little custom sticker that was made for me by Maya at Sticker Thief of my 2 guinea pigs who are super, super cute. So the one on the left there is Bert and the one on the right is Honks, and he looks like a potato. But I noted down that I got a delivery and I gave them a new toy that day, because I like to change up their sort of space, and whenever I give them a new toy, it's kind of like a notable moment for me, and they get really happy and they squeak and they do crazy things. So I thought that that would be cute to mark in. It also gave me a reason to use that super cute sticker. So by all means, if you would like a custom pet drawn or a custom anything drawn, Maya is your girl. Her store, Sticker Thief, will be linked in the comments below, so feel free to check her out. And then underneath that, I go ahead and use one of these scalloped boxes and a dishwasher icon from Stella Bow Sticker Co. to mark unstacking and restacking the dishwasher. Underneath that, I use a iPhone sticker from Sticker Thief to mark that I ordered my new iPhone. Then below that, I go ahead and use a flat lay sticker from Stella Bow Sticker Co. and an upload script from Plannerface to denote that particular night I had a Plan With Me go live. And then the last thing that I marked for Monday on a little things label, or a header, I guess it's a header in this kit, I've marked that I did a Dead by Daylight stream, and I've just marked that in using a laptop sticker from Scribble Prints Co. Moving over to Tuesday, of course, we are marking in working from home as per the previous day and for the rest of the working days of the week for me. Beneath that, I then go ahead and use a laptop sticker from Stella Bow Sticker Co. from a $2 Tuesday I got a little while ago. And I've marked that in with a quarter box just to mark off that I sent off a business email. And give me 1 second because I am getting a phone call. Okay, and I am back. So it is now, I think, like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks later, and I'm finally coming back to this voiceover. I've kind of been avoiding it, to be honest, because that phone call that I got at that particular moment in time was actually, trigger warning, a phone call to say that our family pet or a family dog that we've had in the family for 10 years had actually passed away. So that wasn't a great moment. I obviously dropped everything and I went down to my dad's house and hung out with my brothers, and we kind of just, I don't know, did what you do when animals pass. Like, we kind of spoke about her and what happened, and then we obviously had to go to the vet and do all of that stuff. So it was a crazy, chaotic afternoon, I guess. I think it was like 5 o'clock when I'd sat down to do that voiceover. And then, yeah, it's now, that was back on the, I don't even know, beginning of November. I think it was the 3rd. If I have a look at my camera, not my camera, sorry, my calendar. No, so I think it was the 8th. Yeah, Monday the 8th of November is the day that we unfortunately lost our dog Bella. So fly high, Bella. She's now home. Everything is as good as it can be, again, given the circumstances. But obviously with all of that, we took it a bit rough. I took it a bit hard, and I'm only just now getting back to finalizing this voiceover on the 22nd. So I do apologize. It means that I haven't had a video up on my channel for, I don't know, probably 3-4 weeks now, which I also apologize for. But understandably, with that having happened, I couldn't bring myself back to doing the voiceover or finishing the voiceover because it meant picking up from that moment in time. And I don't know, it seems silly, but it's kind of like, I wouldn't say overriding the moment, but it kind of says farewell to it, and then it's kind of like that final farewell, like that moment in time was frozen, if that makes sense. Like that phone call, when I stopped my voiceover and I picked up that phone call, that moment was kind of frozen in time. Not that it's a moment that you want to have frozen in time, and not that I'm probably making any sense whatsoever. But yeah, it took a little bit for me to come back and carry on. Anywho, picking up from where we left off, we were on Tuesday the 3rd of August. So below the business email and the laptop icon that I placed down, I used a bin sticker from my stash just to mark that it was bin day. Obviously, I had nothing else to mark on that day, so that is what I've chosen to put in. And then underneath that, I use a half box and a laptop sticker from Spencer and Jude. Again, I've had that for quite some time, so I don't know if you can even get them anymore. But that was just to mark that I had a bit of a YouTube binge after work. Beneath that, I've used I don't know what it is. It's not scalloped. It's kind of like a half circle lace doily from Lime and Mortar. And a script sticker from Planiface to mark that I did some laundry. And then to finish off the Tuesday, I've used a laptop sticker from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that I did a 100 baby stream. Now, whilst I was doing all of that, you would have also seen that I then jumped across to my sidebar and filled that in. So as usual, don't know if I've already said it, but I just put my usual things in there. I've tracked obviously my social media. I marked in a half box that I did a light and easy order because I was on light and easy at the time. And then I've just marked in some little like memories, or like one memory for the day type thing for each day of the week, because there wasn't enough full boxes. And you guys know that I like to have enough full boxes to put 2 in my sidebar and 1 for each day of the week. So had to make do with this kit. Moving on over to Wednesday, the first thing I marked, of course, was working from home. Beneath that, I've used I always go to call her Sheila Sugar, but no, Debbie Downer. I used a Debbie Downer sticker from Marshmallow Studio to mark that it was payday that day. I've then used an iPhone sticker from Sticker Thief to mark that my new iPhone got delivered. I think I got not the 13. I think mine is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, because the iPhone 13 came out not long after I upgraded, which always seems to be the case for me, but that is fine. I've then used a computer sticker from my stash to mark that after work I pretty much sat on the couch and hung out on Twitch in my friend's stream. And then I did a bit of a tidy up, and again, the little vacuum sticker there is from my stash. I think it's from a Prince VI kit, but she's no longer open either. So again, leftovers, can't grab them anymore. I've just sort of brought in what I could. And then to finish out Wednesday, I've marked with a Sticker Thief sticker and Stella Bow script that I washed my hair. And that evening I did a Cottage Living Sims stream, and I've just marked that in the same way using a Scribble Prints Co. laptop sticker. Jumping across to Thursday, the first thing that I mark is working from home. Below that, I've used a Planiface script and a Scribble Prints Co. Icon from the blue wiggle from quite some time ago, and that was just to mark that I did some video editing. And then below that, I've used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that I started to feel very flustered at work. I don't know what it was. I don't recall what happened, but I was just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. For dinner that night, we had takeaway, but apparently I didn't record what we had, so I've literally just written takeaway. And then I've used yet another custom sticker from Sticker Thief to mark that my football team played my husband's football team that evening. I haven't recorded the score. I do probably have it somewhere, and I can probably look it up. But I wanted to, of course, mark that in because obviously huge rivalry, make or break our relationship. It's always a very testy night. And then the last thing that I've put down on Thursday was that I uploaded a Plan With Me video, and I've just marked that in with a Stella Bow Sticker Co. flat lay and a script from Planiface. Friday, of course, again, the first thing that we've marked is working from home. Underneath that, I've used another icon from the Wiggle to mark that I got my leave approved. I don't remember what leave that was, but leave was approved, so yay for me. In the full box there, I've used a custom sticker, lots of custom stickers. which is good. I'm liking that I'm using those. But I've used another custom sticker of my 2 dogs this time, again from Sticker Thief, to mark that our 2 dogs barked all night. My husband got up in the middle of the night to try and stop them from barking because we're really, really conscious of that. And in doing so, he actually, well, spoiler alert, but I'm going to go through it in the next couple of stickers anyway. He actually ended up dislocating his little toe on his left foot. So that was fun. Beneath that, I've then used a Bubblemon Stickers Co. little character sticker with a crutch and like a cast on his leg to mark that even though he dislocated his toe, my husband went to work. I eventually ended up getting him to leave work, and he went to the hospital, who obviously at that stage confirmed that it was dislocated, and they obviously did what they needed to do, needles and things like that, to put the toe back in place. And then he came home, and just to make life easier, we had takeaway again. Again, I didn't record what we had, but we definitely had takeout because I didn't want him to have to cook. I didn't feel like cooking. We were both exhausted from the barking. So yes. And then that evening, I've used a Stella Bow Sticker Co. popcorn sticker to mark that we watched Halloween 3 from the original series. I've recorded that I was too darn tired, apparently, and that Halloween movie in particular was so boring that we both ended up falling asleep in it. So that was the last thing that I marked on Friday. Now, jumping into the weekend, the first thing that I mark on Saturday is that I slept in, and I've done that with a fox and cactus sticker and a script from Stella Bow Sticker Co. When we did eventually get out of bed, I did have a cup of coffee and some toast, and I've just used a Sticker Thief coffee mug to mark that. Below that, I've used a fox and cactus character sticker in a reindeer or Christmas sweater to mark that I hung out in my friend Justin's stream. I don't think I chose the Christmas sweater on purpose. It was just that it matched the color scheme of this kit. Below that, I've used a laptop sticker from Sticker Thief to mark that I listened to some ASMR, and then I just had some chill time on the couch. And then that evening, I've used an icon from the Wiggle to mark that I had a shower and a shave, so it was one of those self-care showers. And then the last thing that I marked is that we sat on the couch and watched Halloween 4 again from the original series, and I've just used a Stella Bow Sticker Co. TV icon to mark that in. And finally, jumping over to Sunday again, we did sleep in that day, so I've used a face mask from Stella Bow as well as a script from Stella Bow to mark that. I've then used another icon from the foil wiggle from SPC to mark that my Light and Easy order was delivered. And then underneath that, I've used another icon and a film script from Plannerface to mark that I did some filming that day. When I was done with filming, I had myself a cup of coffee, sat on the couch, and pretty much did nothing. I just hung out with my husband and our 2 dogs, and I've just marked that in with a coffee cup from the Sticker Thief. Below that, I've used a Stella Bow Sticker Co. script and another Sticker Thief hair washing sticker to mark that I washed my hair that evening. And then the last thing that I marked on Sunday with a Stella Bow Sticker Co. flat lay and Plannerface script was that I uploaded. So apparently that week I was still really good with my videos, and I was actually frequently uploading and editing, which is very unlike the last couple of weeks. But like I said, things happened. I do apologize that I've been absent, but I do obviously have quite some videos. That doesn't make sense, but I have a lot of videos lined up, ready to edit, ready to voice over. I'm hoping to keep uploading 2, maybe 3 videos a week, but we will see how we go with time. Given that we're in August for this particular spread, and in real life or in real time, we are in almost December. It's the 22nd of November as I'm sitting here and finishing this voiceover. So we are quite behind, and as you guys know, I've been saying it all year, my biggest wish for this year was that I was able to catch up with my spreads so that when Christmas rolled around, my Christmas spreads would be week to week. But alas, that has not occurred. It may not occur, but I'm going to do my very best to catch up again. Anyway, you guys, that is the finished spread. That is everything that I have for you for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I do give you a bit of a wiggle. I obviously take you through my leftovers. And that is it. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing because I It obviously supports my channel and it really means the world to me. But I'm going to leave it here because I am rambling, and I will see you all in my very next video. Thanks again, guys. See ya.